A new report claims self-driving cars could save hundreds of thousands of lives even before they're perfected. The study by the Rand Corporation analyzed the effect on traffic fatalities. And we're joined now by the study co-author, David Groves, for more. David, thanks for joining us. We have about 37,000 people a year who die in car crashes in this country. And you're saying that you found that if just these autonomous vehicles are 10% safer than they are now, than human drivers, we could be saving at least 3,000 lives a year, even before they're perfected.
Yeah, what we found in our study is that waiting for perfection really causes us to lose the opportunity to save a lot of lives. So if the vehicles are just a little bit safer than the average human, then not only will we be saving lives every time we have that vehicle replacing a human-driven vehicle, but we'll also be providing the vehicles the opportunity to learn from their mistakes and get much better, much quicker.
You know what surprised me is that I know they're testing these. I didn't realize there are 43 companies right now in California testing autonomous vehicles, but apparently they have different levels of success. So talk about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a important point in that the ability for these companies to drive, test their vehicles over the course of the number of miles that they really need to achieve the level of safety that we want is limited. And so what we've explored is, what if we allow them to be introduced when they're just a bit safer than humans? How much more safety, or how many more lives could be saved? And we find that it's on the order of hundreds of thousands.
But we got to get to that point where people are ready to get in one of these vehicles that doesn't have somebody driving the car. And even though almost all crashes are caused by human error, we still don't want to turn that business over to a machine.
Right. We're going to need to do this gradually, of course. People are going to have to get used to, being in these vehicles and being around these vehicles. But what we're anticipating is that as people get more and more familiar with these vehicles, recognizing that when they're on the road, they will be as safe as the average human driver, that they'll begin to feel more comfortable, and we can begin to experience some of the real benefits that these vehicles can provide.
And the first time there's going to be a crash with an autonomous vehicle, and it's bound to happen just because of the numbers of vehicles that are out there, and if somebody gets killed, people will point to that and say, even though 37,000 other people died from human error, that one crash makes me fearful of getting in that car.
Yeah, of course, and this is a very understandable feeling, and we're going to want to talk a lot about that. And what this study is trying to do is simply put out the numbers so that we can have a more dispassionate discussion about how we can improve safety the most, and introducing autonomous vehicles may be really one way to do that.
And David, we're out of time, but real quick, how soon will we have these vehicles on the road in California where we can get in a car where there's nobody driving?
California may be a few years off, but in Arizona and Nevada, it's right around the corner.
All right. David Groves from Rand Corporation on the study showing that people still don't trust autonomous vehicles, but they're coming anyway, and it would be a lot safer. Thanks, David. Appreciate it.